Well, thank you, my friend. How's everybody doing? How many people got outside already? Yeah, how was it outside? Yeah. All right, how many people are going out after the program? Yeah, I think some of you are. So we got some super duper important stuff to go over today. All right, this assembly is all about Arbor Day. We have some really great, important people here that are going to be giving some information, but we're going to be playing a game too. All right, I'm going to hand this over to Ranger Bryce in like 10 seconds, but I need these 8 super very important people to come up and join me. We're going to have Team Maple, all right, who's going to be over here, and then we're going to have Team Oak. This side is rooting for Team Maple. Got it? All right. This side is rooting for Team Oak. You got it? All right. Ranger Bryce, we got a lively group for you today. All right, Team Maple from Mrs. Sports class. Kieran Nair, come on over. Have a seat there, young man, on your table. Very good. The nerves are getting to him. Sydney Spielberg. All right. Mrs. Long's class, let's get Sydney up here. And let's get Colton up here also. Come on. All right, Team Maple, Team Oak. I need Yvonne. I need Dominic. I need Cole, Daphne, and Kaylin Wimmer. All right. Ranger Bryce, I wish you luck. It's all yours.
All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, boys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Arbor Day program. We have West Bend TV here, so you guys are our live studio audience. I am Park Ranger Bryce, and I'll be your host today. We hope that you're going to learn a little bit more about how important trees are to the environment and what you can do to help them grow. In just a few minutes, you're all going to get to play our TV game show, Forest Feud. But first, I'd like to introduce our guests for today. First up, we have Superintendent Don Kierkegaard here with the West Bend Public Schools. We've got Jay Chambeau, West Bend City Administrator, and next in we have Alderman Roger Kiss from District 8. And big thanks to our sponsors today, We Energies, and we've got Doug Howell and Rob English here with We Energies today. Thank you guys. And also here today from Parks, Rec, and Forestry Department, we've got the Director, Craig Hepner, as well as our local arborists, Mike Yench, Rick Greschel, and Dan Farley. And then another very big thank you before we get started here to West Bend's Roots and Branches. They bring us the Arbor Day program today. And I would just like to introduce Annette Landvatter, board member, Chair of Arbor Day, Shirley Decker, Executive Director of Roots and Branches, Jenny Conley, and their Executive Assistant, Jenny Conley. They work on a lot of projects around their city, and they do what they can to make our city beautiful. So thank you to them. And last but not least, we have Olivia Winhan. She's She is the Urban Forestry Representative from the Wisconsin DNR, and she is here today to present a very special award to the City of West Bend. Olivia, would you come up? Oh.
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me today. I am here to present a special award to the City of West Bend, and this is your Tree City USA Award. So every year now, for 34 years, you guys have received this award. 34 years. Now, I'm guessing that some of your parents aren't even 34 years old yet, so longer than some of your parents have been alive. So, you guys are going to have to help me here because every year you guys have to meet 4 standards, all right? So number 1, the first thing you guys have to do is to have somebody advocate and take care of the trees. And you guys are really lucky here because you have both. You have roots and branches, and you have a forestry program. So the 2 of those folks together do amazing things here. And number 2, the second thing you have to do is to have an ordinance. That's like a law about trees. And what that means for you guys is that means that you can't do things like hang on a tree's branches so it breaks off, or take a baseball bat and hit a tree because it hurts it. And we don't want to do that. So that's what the law is about, not hurting the trees. And then the third thing you need to do is spend $2 per person on the trees. But you know what, even though we spend a little bit of money here, that money still comes back to us threefold in all of the benefits that those trees give us. That's why we're planting them today. And then the fourth thing that you guys do is to have an Arbor Day celebration, and that's what you're doing here today. So check, 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 all 4 of those. So if Jay would come up then, without further ado, on behalf of the National Arbor Day Association and the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, I am honored to present the City of West Bend with your Tree City USA Award. So congratulations, you guys.
Thank you, Olivia. And we would like to present the flag to your principal, Principal Kasich.
Yeah, and guys, we will find a place to proudly display this flag, all right? It might fit in my office, I'm not sure, all right? But again, we will find a great place to hang this because trees are so very important. So, great job, thank you very much for this honor, appreciate it.
All right, who's ready to have some fun? All right, so on this side of the room we have the oak trees. Can we get a big hand for them? And on this side we have the maple trees. All right, then it's time for Forest Feud. So we're going to start off here with the oak trees. And so the Arbor Day celebrations began in the state of Nebraska in 1872, all because a man named Sterling Morton sponsored a campaign to plant trees. And this would be the 147th anniversary of Arbor Day. What year was Arbor Day first celebrated in Wisconsin?
1892.
Fantastic. All right, maple trees. Why are trees so important to us? Anybody? Fire away.
They provide oxygen for us.
There we go. Any other reasons?
Provide shelter too. They also provide privacy.
There we go.
They can make medicine.
Very good answers. Very good answers, Drew. Let's make some noise for the maple trees. All right, oak trees. What are the 4 parts of a tree? You guys want to hand it down? All right.
The trunk. The roots. The crown or the branches. Leaves.
That is the roots, the trunk, the crown, and the leaf. Very good, oak trees. All right, maple trees. How can you tell the age of a tree? Go ahead.
By how many rings it has on its trunk.
Very good. All right, oak trees. Next up, we have, what does a tree need to grow?
Soil, water, sunlight.
Very good, guys. Well, we got two great teams here. These guys are crushing it. All right. How do trees function or act like people?
They reproduce.
They sleep.
They breathe.
They sleep.
Heat. They're alive.
All fantastic answers. All right. Oak trees. What does dormant mean in a tree's lifespan?
It loses its leaves in the fall. It loses its leaves in the fall. It goes in a resting period over winter. It doesn't make food anymore, so it doesn't eat. It also doesn't need to eat because it's in a dormant period.
Very good. So those answers were, when a tree is dormant, that means it'll be losing its leaves in the fall. It's going to go into a resting period over the course of winter. And since it's resting, it does not need any food during its dormant period. And also during a dormant period, a tree does not grow. All right, maple trees. Does an evergreen tree lose its needles when it goes dormant? Do we got this as a team? What's the answer? No? Do you know why?
One, because it's an evergreen, and when sometimes it will lose its needles through its lifetime, but it does not change.
Great answer, maple trees. And so an evergreen does not lose its needles when it goes dormant. And that's why it's called an evergreen. And it does lose some needles during its lifespan, but not while it's dormant. All right, oak trees. What happens when a tree breaks dormancy or wakes up?
It buds and grows flowers. It starts running sap, and it can start to grow again. It grows again. It kind of gets taller.
Great answers there, oak trees. All fantastic answers. And that is right. When a tree breaks dormancy or wakes up, sap starts to run inside the tree. That's similar to maple syrup, the stuff we like to put on pancakes. Buds and leaves begin to come out of the branches, and that means the trees are beginning to flower. And when the tree wakes up, it's also going to grow taller and bigger. All right, maple trees, you guys are next up here. Who can tell me the name of the new official West Bend city tree? Would you guys like to phone a friend? Are we going to play telephone to get there? All right.
Freeman Maple.
Very good answer. The new official city of West Bend tree is the Autumn Blaze Freeman Maple. So that's what we've got here today for the Forest Feud. Great job, everyone. Let's hear it again for the oak trees. Now let's hear it for the maple trees. oak trees? I don't know, I think that might be a tie. That was a great job, everyone. It's really important that you guys have been studying all about how important trees are to us, and congratulations to both the oak trees and the maple trees. You guys can take your seats now. Thank you.
Round of applause here, one more time.
All right. Now we're going to send this one out to everybody in the crowd can answer this. There are many things we get from trees. Can any of you tell me what some of them are? Apples, great answer. Pears? Fantastic. Fruits. We have any fruits with us today? In our mystery box? All right. Yep. Medicine. Another fantastic answer. You don't know? All right. Any other? Paper. Great. That is a great answer. We got paper right here. That comes from trees. Cardboard? Yep.
This box.
Yeah, fire away. Oxygen. I think we all need that one. That's a pretty important one. You in the red. Honey? I think that comes from bees, but that's a good answer. Wood. Wood. That's what we're standing on here. Bananas? Great answer. No banana. No banana. Syrup? Maple syrup and other syrups. Homework? It does come on paper there. Sure. Either one. Coconuts. Great answer. We don't have a coconut today, do we? All right. Some other things that come from trees are gum, xanthan, and shoe polish. Rubber. That's a good answer. Sure. What's that? Flowers. Beautiful flowers. All right. So some other tree products that you wouldn't think come from trees. We have cinnamon, which comes from the inner bark of tropical evergreen trees. Jenny here said shoe polish. That's a waxy substance from the leaves of the Caranuba palm tree. Rubber, so that's rubber bands, rubber balls, tires, and that comes from latex, a milky substance produced by the rubber tree and other plants. So fruits and nuts, that's going to give us apple juice, orange juice. We got some more answers? Chocolate? Great answer. The cocoa tree. Sure, one more answer. Yep. Pencils, that's great. That's how you do your homework on. Sure. Coffee. Coffee, great answers. These are all great answers. And I think that really speaks to how important trees are, all right? We're good? 5 up? All right. So boys and girls, trees they're very important. They provide more than just shade. So do remember to take care of the trees where you live so they grow strong and tall. All of our 4th graders today are going to be receiving trees to take home and plant with their families today. And that's, again, thanks to We Energies, our sponsor. So thank you for supporting Arbor Day. After our event here, our 4th graders are going to go outside and help our friends from the Parks, Rec, and Forestry Department plant a tree on your school grounds. The tree is a very special tree because it is, again, the city tree. That's the Autumn Blaze Freeman Maple.
So
Dan is the expert. He's going to teach us how to plant trees today and how to take care of trees. So, Mr. Farver.
How many kids here have planted a tree? How many of you called in a hotline? Okay, the first thing you should do when you plant the tree is figure out where you want to put it, and then you got to call We Energies, and they'll come out and mark the property with these flags so that when you're digging, you don't hit power or gas or water because it could kill you. So we did that first. So you got your flags. So there's nothing here. Next thing is you pick out what kind of tree you want. This is the city street tree, Autumn Blaze, Freeman Maple, for you guys. And then you got to dig a hole. How deep do you think you should dig the hole?
5 feet. About 1 feet.
This one was probably about 3 feet.
As long as the leaves go.
Exactly. It all depends on the size of the ball of the tree. So with this one here, you want to, there's what we have is called a root flare. So when you follow the trunk of the tree, this is the trunk, and where it meets the dirt, you'll see it kind of curve down. You want that to be a little bit above the top of your soil. So when you get a tree from the nursery, it comes with all this stuff on here. This is burlap, and it's got this wire basket on it. That's what holds all this soil and roots together. So when you move it to your yard, it doesn't fall all apart. So when you put it in the hole, you want to cut all that stuff off and get as much of that out of there as possible. Burlap, you can leave it on, they say, but we've dug up trees 15 years later and the burlap's still there. So, and then you kind of break your ball up a little bit so it's got some, helps the roots just kind of spread out. And then you got to fill it with dirt. So we got 3 spots here for everybody here. You can get in line and you guys can all throw a little bit of dirt on this tree to help say you planted this tree. All right? And go.